So I'm really excited to have some brand new stamps and stencils released this month in March 2020, and I'm going to use some of those. This one here it's got some nice creative sort of thoughtful girls, and then my new stencil here which has got some question marks that sort of make a nice border or background, and some nice splodges and sort of things that I like to use to sort of sometimes ground images. So as you'll see, it's probably like the end of a pencil there, but these are the two that I'm going to use today. Right, so let's get started. Going straight in with some limelight paint, and this is quite translucent, and I'm going to just use a old credit card, gift card, palette knife to almost create a border almost straight away down there, and there, more, and to balance that out and sort of almost create a grounding point before I start, I'm going to put along here as well. I haven't put gesso on this page, I don't know whether I'm going to regret that, but we'll see. We'll just go straight in. Okay, so there's my first move. Just wipe through that excess to there, and we'll leave that to dry for a second. It won't take long being a fresco paint. Okay, so I'm going to now do some mark making. Make my decision. I know I'm going to go for that colour. This is sort of like some acrylic ink, and this is Southern Skies, which is a nice translucent paint, but I think I'm going to go in with some acrylic ink. Take the lid off that. I'm just going to squirt a little bit on the side of my craft mat, and I'm going to go in with my finger, I think, and do some mark making. Just spread it around. There's nothing nicer than getting paints and inks and things on your fingers. I'm consciously trying to leave some white space today on this page. Just go in with a bit more, make it a bit more vibrant. Will take a little bit of time this to dry. I can have a cup of tea while we wait for that. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit of this out of the way. Decision to make now is, what am I going to do down this side? Am I going to do more fingerprints, or am I going to do something different? Let's have a look. That credit card, I wonder, that gift card. Keeping with that idea. Got a bit of green still on there, so we'll try and wipe that off. Get rid of that. Making some linear marks now. Come on there. So I'm working on the next stage of my journal page now. Both the limelight paint and acrylic ink is very sort of translucent, so I want to go for something a little bit more opaque. So I've decided to go with some Distress Oxide, and I'm bringing in a third colour. I'm using my brand new stencil here, and I've put some splodges in, and I'm pulling odd numbers 3. But as I said, I'm trying to keep a little bit of white space, but I have a feeling I want to work a little bit more on the border down here. So, and also I've got to remember that I want to try and bring in an image somewhere. I'm going to put one there. And one, I think. Conscious as well that obviously with the oxide it's water soluble, although I don't plan on putting much more on here. I am conscious that if I sort of glue anything it's going to smudge a little bit. Right, let's see where I've smudged over a little bit. Don't like that at all, so that's a good thing about having water soluble. I can hopefully get rid of it. Right, got rid of that mistake. Okay, so I think I'm going to go, I'm actually going to do a bit down the bottom here where there's a bit more white space. Actually, I think that's definitely what I'm going to do, because I've got that line. I'm going to build up a bit of a border next. No, not too many. There. Okay. Right, so I've got in there with the third colour now. That's this a little bit. Right, okay, let's have a look then. How are we doing? So I think it's time probably to think about where I'm going to position my image, and then I can sort of work from there. I'm going to go for this girl here, and I'm going to put it that side. And that side is definitely going to be a quote. I think I'm probably going to put the quote over there because I've got quite a lot of paint here, so I think I'm going to put her in here somewhere. And I will probably, well, I definitely will do as I normally like to do, and I'll sort of stamp her separately and cut her out and stick her on. Okay, there she is. And because I will be stamping over the top of this and colouring it in, I now have a better idea of where I'm going with my design now. So let's have a look. Okay, go in with a little bit of a border. And I've got this one here that I actually thought would be good for sort of note making, but I think it'll make quite a nice border. So I'm going to cover over this anyway, so I'm just going to go in and make a border here. But it gives you a much better idea of where you're going with your design then. Right. All the way along here. The same that way now. I'm happy with that. I definitely want to do something else down here really, and it's just thinking I might try and bring something different sort of texture in maybe. Right, so I definitely want to do something else down here. I want something that's a bit bolder, a bit darker. I'm wondering whether I might be able to use this, so we'll give it a try. I could use Distressed Black Soot, but I'm actually going to go in with Archival. I'll use this down here and we'll see what happens. See whether I think it's bold enough before I go all the way along the page, or the bottom of the page. Let's have a look. I think that's okay for now, but I still have a feeling I might like something with a little bit different texture, maybe some washi tape or something, but I'm happy with this for now, so we'll carry that all the way along. You'll see I'm just overlapping the image so I can follow my pattern through. Put it in there. There we go. Right, looks okay. Bring it up stencil a little bit. Right, so am I happy with that? Do I want some washi tape? I think that covers it up a little bit too much then, doesn't it? I almost feel that I've sort of got this here. I want to sort of make that something, a third thing somewhere. Just deciding what. As I say, I fancy something different textural. I wonder if that works. I'm hardly pressing this down because I don't know that I'm going to like it. I'm not sure about that. We're going to go for washi tape. This from something I worked on when the samples were launched. For my unique launch I sort of mixed some samples and this was the bits that were left over. I'm just wondering whether I might be able to do something with this. Put it a bit, see what we end up with. Obviously I've got that oxide that I was worried about smudging. Sometimes you try things and they work, sometimes they don't. I know I can always use it for something else if I don't use it. Actually, this doesn't look bad. The third piece. Let's see if we can do something with that. Okay, so I think I'm going to try and stick that down. See where we go to. Right, so I've got some matte gel here. Just smoothing that on the back, which you won't really be able to see on camera, but that's fine. And then lightly doing that just to try and stop too much smudging. Okay, so that's what I'm using. A little bit on the back, running it on the back, rubbing it with my finger, and then position it on my page. Trying to be a little bit careful, dabbing it rather than smudging it too much. Okay, that's okay. And the third piece. Now this is just steady paper if anyone's wondering. It's actually the same effect you could create with tissue paper. This is some steady paper I was given. Right, so I'm happy with that now, and I'm obviously going to let that dry. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to work on colouring my girl. And usually when I'm colouring my girl, I look at the background that I've created and take the colours from there. So I'm going to colour in pro markers. I will record it. I might not share it, but we'll wait and see. And so I will obviously choose lime green, sort of a shade of pink, and then this sky sort of nice bright blue and colour my girl, and then at least then I can work from there as to what else I'm going to do. So here's my girl, coloured her in, cut her out and stuck her onto my journal page. So the colours I chose tied in with my background. And I'm quite happy now with the layout. I don't think I need to do any more other than a quote. And I found a quote to do with creativity that seemed to speak to me, so I'm going to stamp that up to finish off my journal page. So I actually decided to go a bit differently. I usually go with white lettering, but because I've got a white background, I've just basically used the broad tip of my foam marker and gone over the lettering, and I'm going to cut it out. Okay, so I've cut out my words and now it's time to juggle the words into sort of a layout that I like to finish off. Creativity is the way I share my soul with the world. I'm happy with that layout. So my final decision is I usually like to put a little bit of a black board around each word, so it's whether I'm going to swipe ink or whether I fancy sort of drawing a frame with a little very fine line pen. Let's have a look and make my last decision. Change. So it's only 2.5 mil, this nib, so very fine. So I'm just going to scribble and the edge of each of these words and then glue them down, and I'll show you the finished article.